Hi home cooks! Today I'm in the kitchen making a maple glazed ham with pineapple and cherries.
I love the retro look of this ham recipe. It's actually so quick and easy to make, and it's stunning to present at the table. This ham recipe is definitely packed with vintage vibes, and is going to be the centerpiece of my table at Easter.
This is a timeless holiday classic that never goes out of style. It's made with a sweet maple and brown sugar glaze, juicy pineapple rings, and a bright maraschino cherry in the center. This vintage baked ham recipe is perfect for Easter, Christmas, or your Sunday dinner. Not only is it stunning to present, it's the perfect balance of sweet and savory flavors.
So let's get into the kitchen. This is how I make a maple glazed ham.
To start this recipe, we're going to prepare the ham. I'm using a fully cooked bone-in ham shank for this recipe, and I'm just going to remove any of the thick skin or excessive fat. I'm leaving just about 1/4 inch of fat on the outside. I have my pan already sitting in my large roasting pan, and I'm making some diagonal slices on the outside surface of the ham. I have some whole cloves here, and I'm just going to pierce them through the slices that I made in the ham where the diagonal lines intersect. This is going to start to flavor our ham roast as it cooks in the oven. And this is ready to get placed in my preheated oven at 325 degrees Fahrenheit or 160 degrees Celsius oven. And I'm going to let it bake for 30 minutes. Meanwhile, I'm going to prepare the glaze. I'm using a very large measuring cup here, just because it's easier for pouring onto the ham later on. I'm going to mix together 1 cup of brown sugar, 3/4 of a cup of maple syrup, 2 teaspoons of dried mustard powder, 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, and the juice from the pineapple rings. I'm just going to whisk this together until I have a smooth sauce. Now, after the 30 minutes, I'm going to remove the ham from the oven and gently pour the glaze over top to completely coat the ham. And then my ham is ready to get popped back into the oven for another hour. After this hour, I'm going to remove the ham from the oven. I'm going to scoop the glaze from the bottom of the pan and generously ladle it on top to completely coat the ham again. If you like really soft fruit, you can go ahead and add it now. I prefer my fruit to be a little bit firmer. So after basting it, I'm going to pop it back into the oven to bake for another 30 minutes to 1 hour. And now I'm ready to adorn the ham with the pineapple rings and the maraschino cherries. I'm just going to arrange these all over the outside of the ham roast. I'm securing them to the meat with a toothpick through the center of each one. And just before going back into the oven, I'm going to baste the ham and the fruit rings now with the glaze from the bottom of the pan. And the ham is ready to get back into the oven for another 30 minutes to 1 hour, or until the internal temperature is between 145 degrees Fahrenheit and 160 degrees Fahrenheit. Now that my ham is fully cooked, I'm going to remove it from the oven and baste it with the glaze from the bottom of the pan one more time. And to get that beautifully golden glaze on the outside, I'm going to increase the oven temperature to 425 degrees Fahrenheit or 220 degrees Celsius. And for the last time, return the ham to the oven and bake for 30 minutes, or until the glaze is nicely caramelized and golden. Make sure to keep a close eye on your ham at this point, because the sugary glaze on the outside can brown up quite quickly. Remove the ham from the oven, cover, and allow it to rest for 15 to 20 minutes. This is going to let all the juices settle inside the meat, and then it's ready to carve and serve. And make sure to drizzle each serving with any of the sugary juices left in the bottom of the pan. This vintage roast ham recipe is packed with nostalgic flavor, so if you love old-fashioned comfort food, this one is so simple to prepare and looks stunning as a dinner centerpiece.
And as always, you can find a link to the full written recipe in the description box below.
Enjoy! If you're a fan of deliciously simple vintage recipes and old-fashioned skills, then you'll want to check out this next video. Thanks for stopping by.